Do you want to play goals in time?
Let's do it, mate. Let's do it.
I want to see.
Nervous.
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
I want to see how seriously you take it. Everyone who's been on so far, when I've mentioned it, they've just a switch has just flipped. They've gone into game mode.
Yeah, I'm a competitive person at the best of times, so
yeah. Well, I asked you what season you wanted in particular. You didn't really give me a particular season. You just said to not send off memory, not to put them too far back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only 21, so and my memory of the championship and the seasons leading up to the championship are just a complete and utter blur. So it's probably a very traumatic time in my life having to watch that turgid shite week in, week out. So I try and put it past me as recent as possible without it being unfair on everyone else is probably the best way.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm quite happy. The way you've talked about some of the shirts and some of the moments is linked quite nicely with this.
All right, okay. I'm nervous now.
So the first goal is
West
Ham 1, Aston Villa 1 on the 26th of July 2020. That Villa shirt you dislike so much is the first goal.
Yeah.
And the player that you dislike so much is the goal scorer. It's Jack Grealish.
Grealish! Wow! Stunning! Scintillating! And surviving!
Man, what a day that was. What a day that was. You know, I had the scores coming through on my phone because living in Spain, and Sky and stuff like that. The game wasn't on Sky. Now we can get Sky, but we was having to watch it on like a dodgy illegal stream, maybe not, allegedly.
Might have to bleep that bit out.
Yeah. And so it was like a couple of minutes behind the Villa game. So I had scores coming through for all of the other games and that. And I was seeing, you know, Watford were 3-0 down at Arsenal. Bournemouth were beating Everton. They needed to win. If they won and we lost, then they were staying up. We were going down. It was just a mental day. And when that goal went in, it was just like, oh my God, we've done it. We've stayed up, you know. And then minutes later, Yarmolenko takes a shot, comes off Grealish's boot, and just loops over 5'4" Pepe Reina.
That's being kind.
And you're just like, oh, it was just gutting because then you're back on the edge of your seat. You know, you don't know if someone's going to score, if someone's going to concede. Watford just needed a result against Arsenal. They brought it back to 3-2, I think.
Yeah.
Oh man! And then we was watching it on, and I was seeing these results come through. I've seen full-time Watford 3-2. I've seen full-time Bournemouth 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, something like that. They'd beaten Everton anyway, so they did all they needed to do. Watford had lost, and I was just shitting it. I'd seen the full-time whistle go on our game, so I knew that was finished. And it was funny because I had all the scores up on my phone. And I was like, Dad, we've stayed up, and he's going, not. I'm going to wait for them to confirm it on the telly. I'm like, Dad, they're 2 minutes behind. We've stayed up. But no, it's oh man, it's a crazy day, and the night was, although things were open. I don't know what it was like in the UK at that point because of COVID and that, but things had started to open back up over here, and so we just went out and had a little bit of a party, and it's just incredible.
That's class. I can't remember what it was like. COVID for me is just a massive blur. I can't remember really any of it.
No, I can't either, to be honest with you. I mean, it's only because it's such an important moment for Villa that I can remember that one.
Well, you should get the minute absolutely bang on then, saying all that.
The minute. From memory, I want to say that Yarmolenko's goal was in the 81st minute, so I'm going to say 79th.
Jack Grealish's goal was in the 84th.
Oh, wow! I didn't think it was that late. Blimey.
Yarmolenko's was in the 85th.
Oh, was it? Oh,
literally a minute after.
Yeah.
Literally a minute after went up the other end.
Yeah. Oh man, I didn't
bad,
realize it was that
That's
late. Blimey.
5 minutes out in the first
Yeah,
goal.
I'll take that. I'll take it.
Another second goal is another happy memory for a Villa fan in 2020. On the 4th of October, 2020, Aston Villa beat Liverpool 7-2.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate this game and this goal. It is Ollie Watkins' goal in the 7-2 win over Liverpool.
Which Ollie Watkins goal will be interesting?
The first one.
Okay. Oh, okay.
For Adrian, who's nearly given it away. He has given it straight to Grealish. Great chance now for Villa. Watkins, surely, yes! Adrian makes the error, and boy, was it!
And boy, was it punished, I think he went on to say.
Yeah. Oh, mate, that was another great day. Oh, what? Well, the thing is, I don't want to bring it up, but didn't you get battered 6-1 just before?
I was literally about to. I was down because in Chester, I was at Chester Zoo with Yasmin on a little holiday, and I watched on the drive down. I watched Tottenham absolutely stuff us at Old Trafford. I just thought this day is just absolute. I can't enjoy this day, and then we're having. I think we were in a pub or in the hotel, and I was having a drink and some food. I thought, just check the Villa Liverpool score, and it was about. I think it was when you went about 7-2 up. I was just like, this. What a mad day for football. It made my day a little bit better, but obviously not because we got stuffed by Tottenham. But
no, of course.
But what a mental day for Premier League football that was.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I think the best thing was probably for United fans was just how cocky the Liverpool fans were before that, getting on your backs, and then you could just stick 2 fingers up, and it was like, welcome to our club kind of thing.
Yeah.
It just got immediately just humbled, brought back down to earth 10 levels.
Yeah, it was a good day and a bad day for that as well.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, during that game though, I could never once settle, because you know what Liverpool are like, you know what they were like.
Yeah, especially because of the season before that is when they won the league, I think, isn't it?
Exactly. So we go 2-0 up early on, like really early on, and then Salah gets a goal back instantly. And it's like, oh, here we go, like dreamland kind of thing. But we just continued it on. We got 3, and I think it was 4-1 at half time. And you was like, well, all right, now Liverpool are probably going to come out. Jurgen Klopp's going to get into them, give them a proper bollocking.
Yeah.
But we just continued it. It's the maddest game of football I've probably seen, and one that you'd have loved to have been in the stadium for. But at the same time, I've got to be honest, I do think that being in COVID and being behind closed doors probably helped Villa there, because one thing that Liverpool were really good at is reacting to the crowd.
Yeah.
They'd have not allowed us to have gone on and win 7-2 in that game. And I think that's where behind closed doors kind of helped us, particularly in that game. But yeah, crazy. So the minute you know what? I was watching a video. Ollie Watkins made his 100th appearance for us at the weekend.
Yeah.
And I was watching a video today of Ollie Watkins. He was kind of like reacting to some of his best moments in a Villa shirt. And that hat-trick came up. And I want to say that the first goal was scored in the 4th minute.
Absolutely bang on.
Is
Fourth
it?
minute.
Oh,
Yeah.
get in there.
That is.
Get
I thought
in.
this series was going to be hard. That's 2 weeks in a row now. People have got one back on.
To be fair, that's just bad luck on your behalf and good luck on my behalf, because I literally saw a video of it earlier.
Yeah.
And I remember the commentator saying Villa are 1-0 up in under 5 minutes or something like that. So
now for the third goal, I don't really want to play this, but I've just played Liverpool getting battered 7-2. I've played, you staying up on the last game of the season.
Yeah.
So your third goal is Aston Villa 2, Man United 2, on the 15th of January 2022. This is Philip Coutinho's equaliser.
What a day. Just trying to think of the minute that it was scored in.
Towards Jacob Ramsey, turns it round the corner, got to be 2-2! Oh, it is 2-2! It's Philippe Coutinho! Oh, what a dream start for him!
I just knew when he came off the bench in that game he was going to score.
Not only did he score, but he completely turned it around as well.
Yeah.
The minute, though, I'm struggling to think what minute it was, because it was fairly late, wasn't it? Oh man! See, this is where I could stumble a bit, because I knew the Watkins goal was really early, and I knew the other one was fairly late. And I think this one's fairly late as well. So I'm going to go 76th minute. That might be way too early.
It is the 81st minute, the goal.
Oh, so close to saying the 80th again, but I went for it before and it was wrong.
Are they only 5 out again, though?
Yeah, I'll take it. It's annoying, but I'll take it. 10 after 3 goals is pretty decent, I'd say.
Yeah, it is a really good score. I remember Emi Martinez made a bit of a hold on that day, didn't he, from a Bruno Fernandes free kick? Or was it a free kick or a shot? I can't remember.
I think it was just a shot. I think it might have come from a free kick where it was kind of played back to him. It was one of those pass ones, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the layoff, yeah.
Yeah, it was one to put out the heads of Martinez fans. But yeah, thankfully we went on to get back and equalise, and I think that I can't remember whether it was before or after. I think it was before, wasn't it? Yeah, because Gerrard was still there. It was just before when we beat you at your place for the first time in like 20 odd years.
Yeah, well, I think you beat us early on in the. Oh no, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Courtney House and Emi Martinez giving it his little dance, telling Ronaldo to take the penalty before Bruno skying it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
in hindsight, you probably should have, shouldn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Ronaldo would have just smashed it down the middle and you equalise, and that's it. Bruno smashes it over. Emi gives it his little dance and remains in the head of all Man United fans.
Well, so obviously, I've just shown the goal against United, so I'm going to have to go back to, unfortunately, showing goals against Liverpool. This was on the 19th of April, 2015. Aston Villa 2, Liverpool 1. So it's Fabian Delph in the 2-1 win over Liverpool at Wembley.
What a day. Again, what a day, man.
Just forced Benteke a little wide on the angle. The back heel for Grealish. Delph trying to get there. He might get there. He has got there. Aston Villa have turned this around. Fabian Delph.
Yeah, Martin Tyler says Fabian Delph.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's
Fabian Delph. I've always said Fabian Delph, to be fair.
Yeah. Grealish number 40 as well.
Yeah, I've got I've got his shirt from the final that led to, because that was the semi-final of the FA Cup. I got his shirt from the well, not his match worn shirt or anything, but it was, like the special printed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
With Grealish 40 on the back, and the Arsenal FA Cup final print on it, which ended horrendously. 4-0, I think we got battered. But yeah, that game, a 19-year-old Jack Grealish running rings around Steven Gerrard, it was incredible. But the minute, it's definitely in the second half. I know that for certain because, Benteke scored in the first half and it was down the other end.
Logic there.
Yeah. So that's definitely in the second half. I don't think it was too late in the second half because Liverpool then started to dominate and they brought on Mario Balotelli, who I thought was going to come on, have a screamer, probably win them the game. Fortunately, that wasn't the case, although we did come close on a couple of occasions, again, if memory serves right. So I'm going to say that it was the 56th minute.
54th.
Oh, I will take that.
Yeah,
I'm happy with that. I'm
That
happy with that. I'm
2
very happy
minutes
with
out.
that. Yeah, I'm buzzing with this score so far. I can't lie.
You've done some research.
Genuinely, I didn't know where to start.
Yeah, there is
research. I thought, you know what, I wanted to do well, but so I was thinking of doing some sort of research, but I had no idea where to start. So I was like, I'm just going to have to kind of play it by ear and hope I don't make a fool of myself, which so far so good.
Yeah. Do you want pressure on for this last goal or do you want to go in it with a clear head?
Either or, I'm feeling fairly confident at the minute. So let's just give us a bit of pressure. Why not?
If you get this within 12 minutes either side, you're top.
Wow. All right. Okay.
So 13 minutes either side. Well,
crossed I can do this.
It's good because it's the last goal. It's nice that we're ending goals in time on this because we've hinted at it a few times during the episode. On the 27th of May, 2019, Aston Villa, you already know, judging by your face, beat Derby County 2-1 at Wembley. And this is John McGinn's winning goal.
Oh, this was a goalkeeper howler again, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ogazi. Oh, and it's going to go in! It's going to go in from John McGinn!
That's a fantastic piece of commentary.
Do you think he's done that on purpose or not? Or do you think he's been waiting John McGinn to score all day just go so he can say that?
Possibly, but I don't think that one's a scripted. I think that's just oh my God, it rhymes. I've got the perfect opportunity here.
It's going to go in. It's going to go in from John McGinn. Oh.
There's a couple of pieces of commentary from that game that is just fantastic. When the final whistle went and we was through, the fallen giants are back on their feet. That'll stay with me forever. Just as
class.
Dean Smith and John Terry are coming in with a handshake and a hug. It was just fantastic. And I mean, that day, it's probably got to be the best day of supporting Villa. Just the importance of it back in the Premier League, you know, it was just incredible. It was just unbelievable. And that day can only ever be topped by us winning a proper major trophy. I mean, it amazes me, to be honest with you. And I can understand why it isn't classed as a major trophy, of course, but it's the richest game in football, that playoff final, you know.
Yeah, so it is, yeah.
It's crazy that it's not really considered one. I mean, like I say, I can understand it. It's not exactly like everyone in the country's going for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a huge game. So much rides on it. The nerves all day, all week, all month. They were just, oh mate, it was gut wrenching. I'm sure you know yourself from when United have been in cup finals and that. But yeah, the importance of that was huge, and to finally get it over the line, and it's just incredible. But yeah, you need the minute of the goal.
The minute of the goal for you to win the richest competition in podcast history.
Yeah, so I'm gutted that it's the second goal and not the first goal, because that was right on the stroke of half time.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was.
I thought because it's the winning goal, I'll go for the winning goal.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair enough. It makes perfect sense. But again, I don't think it was too far into the second half. I'm going to go with the 66th minute. Please be 12 in.
I can confirm you are 12 in. It was the 59th minute.
Get in. Oh, I'm buzzing with that.
So that means you've got a final score of 19.
That's pretty damn good. I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy.
That works out at what? Just under 4 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's not bad at all, is it, really?
No. I think the furthest you're out was...
It was that one, wasn't it?
It was that one, yeah.
Yeah. Happy days, man. Wow. Happy days.
I thought this was going to be hard for people, but... Well, thank you very much for coming on, mate.
Pleasure, mate. I've really, really enjoyed this. So, taking my mind off the ankle as well. So
I completely forgot about that. That is amazing. The only man. There's so many things I can title this podcast as. The only man to injure himself in walking football. Serious injury in walking football.
Yeah.
No. Is there anything you want to plug? I imagine you want to plug yourself and Total Screamers. So
yeah, of course. So follow myself. It's up on the screen for those watching the video. At avBiILy. The first L is an I for those that don't know. Believe it or not, because avBiILy is actually taken on Twitter. So I had to put a capital I and make it look like avBiILy, because I couldn't think of anything else at the time. So yeah, at avBiILy, it should come up anyway. Total Screamers, at Total Screamers on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Give us a listen, give us a follow. All very much appreciated.
Yeah, I definitely recommend following and listening to Billy and Total Screamers. Love the lads over there. Weird, still can't get over that I used to play football with Jake.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, so weird. I will never forget. I went on, for people that don't know, when I got into Shirt Collect and went onto Twitter, just stumbling across accounts to follow, and I ended up on Total Screamers Twitter page, clicked on the profile picture. I was like, hang on a minute, I know him. You know when you think like someone really looks like someone you know. Yeah. I was like, nah, surely not. And then I saw who the host was. I was like, no way. I used to play football with Jake back when we were younger. So
yeah, that's mental, mate. That's crazy.
Well, no, yeah. Thank you everyone for listening, and see you later. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Goals in Time. If you could please subscribe and hit the notification bell, it would do me a massive favour. Also, don't forget to follow the podcast on all socials at Shirts in Time Pod.